Hello, and welcome to Read and Listen to English with Ben. Today, we're going to be reading through the second chapter of the third story from Olly Richards' book, Short Stories in English. Now, if you're new to the channel, just to let you know, I read these stories in slow English so that you can listen and understand easier. If you like this idea of content, please let me know in the comments, giving the video a like or subscribing to the channel. We're getting through the book now, so feel free to go back to the start and listen if you want to listen to the earlier chapters, but for now, on with the video. Chapter 2. The Journey. Lars and the guards followed the northern road. Behind them came the horses and the wagon of gold. After some time, Alfred, the main guard, said, "Lars, what is along the way?" "It's not an easy way. It's very dangerous," replied Lars. "So, what will we do?" "Well, there are some dangerous men and animals on this road. I recommend that we stay away from them. We'll try not to fight." "Do you fight well, Lars?" "I'm well known for my skill. I can fight very well." "I hope so," said Alfred. The three men carried on walking. Soon they came to a big stone bridge. It was similar to the bridge at King Andur's castle. "Lars," said Alfred, "this bridge is very similar to the castle bridge." "Yes, you built it a long time ago." "I built it?" said Alfred with surprise. "Well, not you, the people of your kingdom. They built it a long time ago. They built it for a reason, but I will not tell you that now." The men crossed the bridge. Then they walked into a big wood. It was full of trees, but there were no animals. In fact, it was silent. "Why are these woods so silent?" Alfred asked. "We are in the silent woods. There aren't any animals here," Lars replied. "Why not?" "A long time ago, there was a great battle here. It was between King Andur and his brother. Alfred was young. He didn't know about the battle. He thought that King Andur and King Arturin trusted each other." "You look surprised, Alfred," said Lars. "I am," Alfred replied. "Why?" asked Lars. "I thought the two brothers never fought." Lars laughed. "Oh, I see. Well, they did. But that was many years ago." Lars stopped talking. The men moved on. The silent woods were very dark. The trees were tall. You could hardly see daylight. Later, Alfred asked, "Do you know where we're going, Knight?" "Yes, I've been here before." "When?" asked Alfred. "A long time ago." Lars thought back. He remembered the fight between King Andur and King Arturin. It was one of the biggest battles in history. Before it, the woods were called the Animal Woods, but after the battle, they became the Silent Woods. Lars continued talking. "When I was younger, I fought for King Andur. I was in the battle in these woods." "What was the battle for?" "King Andur started it." "And why did he fight his brother?" "King Andur wanted a fountain in the woods." Lars walked in silence for several minutes. Alfred stayed silent, but he was thinking. He wanted to know more about the great battle. He had always thought that King Andur was a peaceful king. "Can I ask you something, Lars?" "Yes." What kind of fountain is it exactly? Wait and see, was all Lars said. Lars and Alfred were silent for an hour. The other guards talked softly at times. There were only trees and silence, nothing more. At last the group came to a lake. We've arrived, the knight said. What is this? A long time ago, this lake was a fountain. The fountain from the battle? Yes. The guards and the knight walked to the lake. Lars finally spoke. A long time ago, there was a fountain here. There wasn't much water. Nothing like this. But the original water was magic. If you drank the water, it gave you special powers. What type of powers? Asked one of the guards. If a person drank the water, he or she became very strong. Alfred cupped his hands. He drank some of the water. It tastes normal, he said. Of course, said Lars. It's normal water now. It was magic a long time ago. Alfred dried his hands and asked, So, what happened? Why isn't the water magic now? Lars looked at him and began to tell the story. Both Andor and Arturin wanted power. They would do anything for it. One day they heard about a magic fountain, a fountain that made people strong. Immediately, both kings wanted it. They raced to the woods. When they met at the fountain, the fighting started. What did they do? Asked Alfred. Both kings called in their soldiers. The battle went on for days, weeks, and then months. It was an ugly scene. During the battle, the men drank as much water as they could. They wanted to be strong to win. They let their horses roll in it. They walked through it. They bathed in it. They took all the water. Soon the water became foul. It could no longer be used. He looked at the guards. After some time, the fountain dried up. The rains came and created the lake, but it was not magic water. Alfred looked at him. So that was the end of the magic water? Not quite, replied Lars. He gave Alfred a serious look. Arturin had a small amount of magic water saved, and he knew a secret. You can make magic water. You need to have some of the original magic water and time, but it's possible. So that's the secret, began Alfred. Well, that's part of the secret. Come now, let's leave these woods. The group continued on their way. Soon they left the woods. The sun was out. The trees weren't as tall. They had a beautiful view of the countryside. Where are we? Asked Alfred. We're nearly at Arturin's castle. It's good that we didn't run into any dangers. Alfred looked at him. Are there really dangers in those woods? Lars looked back. Yes. Why do you think we traveled in the day? They mostly come out at night. Why didn't you tell me? I didn't think you would come, said Lars. He laughed. Then he said, Okay, let's go. The group could soon see a town. In it, there was a large castle. The guards had never been in another kingdom before. Is this it? Asked Alfred. Yes, this is the kingdom, and that is Arturin's castle. We are taking the gold there. Alfred paused. Lars, he began, there's something I haven't asked you. What's that? What's this gold for? Is it a tax? King Andur lost the battle of the Silent Woods. So now he must pay his brother in gold every 5 years. Why does he pay? Can't they make peace? They made peace, but Arturin has something that King Andur doesn't. Andur must buy it. Alfred looked at Lars in surprise. What does Arturin have? More magic water. Andur purchases it to keep his people happy. They use it to make strength potions, like these 2 potions here. Lars took out the potions he had bought. I have heard about the potions. Do they really work? They do, said Lars. He put the potions away and looked at Alfred. But they only work if they are made from real magic water. Come now, it's time to go. So that was a slightly longer one today, but well done if you made it to the end. I hope you enjoyed. Next time, we'll be looking at the 3rd and final chapter of this story. Afterwards, we'll move on to the next story. If you have any suggestions for content that you would like me to read or that you would like to see, please feel free and let me know. Otherwise, have a nice day, and we'll see each other soon. Bye bye.